like no warning. Make sure we in here some tests. Some tests right here. Check out Facebook. What's going on? There we go. We got the chat here. Where's my dude? Did my internet just go out? And YouTube is being stupid. All right, what's up, y'all? Best Spot Theory. Been gone for a minute. Like, I apologize, dude. I've been going through a lot, man. So when I don't have time to do a video and I got a quick morning to myself to speak to you guys, I'm happy. So we're gonna talk about. He said from the Facebook notification. Shout out to D Almighty Spartan God, man. Is the music too loud? If so, should I turn it down? I see already, but people are already on the attack on your boy. I mean, people are already on the attack. Let's go. Trying to find like a brighter page. Oh man. All right, I see we in here. Awesome. What's up, Aaron? Here you go. I don't need the dashboard. Oh yeah, but this beat, I own the beat, so they shouldn't be able to do it. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more. Is that better? Best Buy, hit that like button. There's 18 of you guys already in here, so hit that like button. Let everybody else know. Feel free, ask any questions, dude. The show is impromptu. It doesn't have a regularly scheduled programming. Come on, dude. What the fuck? We live, bitch. We're live. There we go. Oh, you can't hear it at all now. My bad. That better? All right, we're on 100. All right. So a couple things going on today. I'm leaving like Twitter open. I got so much stuff to look at right quick. There's a whole lot going on. And yo, I swear I'm unable to speak my piece about literally anything when it comes to like freaking video games without people getting really upset about it. Like, so the thing that woke me up, actually it was like a notification alert, and I don't even know why. But Days Gone, as you guys heard me speak many times before about Days Gone. I have no need to lie, do not need to pretend. Days Gone has been my most anticipated PlayStation 4 game for like ever since it's been announced. I had it over Horizon Zero Dawn, I had it over God of War, Last of Us, whatever. You know what I mean? Days Gone was my game. I felt like the trailer impressed me the most as far as like what was going on. And I've been waiting for it. You know what I mean? I've been on this game, right? So I recall the first delay that took place. The game was initially supposed to come out. When was the game supposed to come? It was supposed to come out in It was supposed to come out, I think, this fall. It was supposed to come out the fall of this year. It was supposed to be a part of, I think, the triple lineup that they had with God of War, Spider-Man. Then they moved it to February, which was fine. And then a whole bunch of games got moved to February on a particular date, which is crazy. So now they're moving it again to April, which they announced today. And they came out and said it, you know, it's too crowded. You know, they don't want it, and which I can respect that. I can respect saying, you know, it's too crowded. I can respect if the game needs more polish. A lot of people had their complaints with the game. My complaints about the reveal is that I felt like the gun sounded like Nerf guns, like air never soft. Like, what's those Nerf guns? That's what the guns sound like to me. That was my only complaint. Otherwise, I didn't really care. I thought the game looked polished as well, but whatever. So now the delays there. I guess K Mega said something about Crackdown, comparing it to Crackdown. I didn't see the initial tweet, but on my timeline when talking of Days Gone delay, people were mentioning Crackdown. Oh, it's not the Crackdown level of delay. Oh, what's that? And then you got people already inserting their damage control or explaining why this delay is so good for the game. It's a good business move. Oh, Sony, you're smart. This is great. The game's gonna be awesome. Blah, 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 blah. I completely understand. It's all in well if you truly feel that way. But my thing is, why can't every game that gets delayed get the same type of reaction or same type of optimism? Like when PlayStation delays a game, it's for the better. When Xbox or whomever delays a game, it's delay this, delay that. It's bad, bad, bad. It's horrible. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, the thing is, all you guys are saying Crackdown 3 is going to be a piece of trash, right? It's going to be garbage. You know, they should cancel it. And if they do cancel it, you're going to laugh at it. But when they delay it, oh, you should just cancel it. But the thing is, if they put out the game, let's say in its current form, or let's say if they put out the game last year or 2 years ago and they came out broken and stuff like that, it would have just been like, there's no win. Release it, bad. Cancel it, bad. Delay it, bad. But when you apply this logic to PlayStation games, it's like all is forgiven. Now, I'm not asking for anyone to be upset or mad at Days Gone being delayed. If you get mad every time a game gets delayed, that's you. You're consistent. I like it. If you're optimistic about games being delayed, good. I like it. You're consistent. But don't tell me, point at one game and be like, that's bad. And then when the next game, now you're just optimistic. Oh, for joy. This is going to be great type of person. Because you look like an ass. And people have been shitting on Crackdown's delay this whole time. And the minute Days Gone gets delayed, it's just like changing tune. They either jump to its defense or they spin it. Oh, well, it's not the Crackdown level delay. Xbox been waiting 4 years. Oh, this is only a 2-month delay. People already jumped to the gun even when Crackdown was proclaimed delayed by a week from the 22nd to the 28th, even though none of the dates have been confirmed, but people are already, Crackdown delayed again. Crackdown delayed again, even none of those dates were even confirmed. They're still talking about it. And now people are jumping at me on Twitter because I commented on the responses I'm seeing to Days Gone's delay. Not that I'm commenting on Days Gone delay. I said on Twitter, let me see if I can pull this thing up, that everybody's reacting to. Everybody have like this negative reaction to this post. It's freaking ridiculous. I said on Twitter, as I pull up my phone, what did I say? All right. I said, it's funny when a PlayStation game gets delayed, it's a smart move. Or, oh, but it's not that Crackdown level delay. This is me being sarcastic, making fun of the tweets I've been seeing. I don't want to hear anyone criticize a delay again because you look like asses when it happens to your favorite publisher. And that is true. Because all these people who are like wishy-washy with this delay, they all look like, with this delay, they all look like asses because these are the same folks that either shitted on Crackdown for its delay or shitted on any other game for its delay. It's like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? That wasn't me comparing Crackdown to Days Gone. Which everybody immediately jumped because Crackdown and Days Gone was in the same paragraph. They thought I was comparing when I was literally pointing out folks that were comparing the delays or immediately deflecting Days Gone's delay with Crackdown's delay. That's what people were doing, but I was on the attack because I'm damage control. It's not damage control, it's just observation. It's like all these other folks like freaking J-Barry, Porter Rock, everybody can call out hypocrites or inconsistencies with Xbox, but I can't call out inconsistencies and hypocrite. I can't even say hypocrites in the PlayStation community. I can't do that. I have no right, you know, but everybody else have the right to do that with Xbox. Every time I do it or say something, it's always me damage controlling or me like defending Xbox to the core. It's like, me talking about Days Gone delay has nothing to do with me defending Xbox at all. At all. There's no defense there. I'm just making an observation and talking about it. It's like one group of people gets praised for doing exactly what I do on Twitter every day, and I get hate for doing it. I'm wrong. I have no right to do it. Like I'm just in the wrong for doing shit like that. So I wish I need that pony privilege. I need that pony privilege. The thing is that the shit that people could get, the things that they get away with is crazy. It's amazing. And you can have all the support in the world. It's amazing. And this is why I refuse to change my stance on anything, because it's ridiculous. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to say it, you know? Yep. But overall, my personal thoughts on the delay, I'm not upset because I was struggling, because here's the thing. Crackdown's coming out in February. I was hoping February 22nd, that date that Xbox Twitter account tweeted out, wasn't true, because it was like, crap, you got Days Gone that day, and you got Anthem, and you got the new Metro game, which I'm optimistic about, thinking about it, but Anthem's a must. Days Gone was definitely a must. It was my most anticipated game for PlayStation. It was like, and Crackdown, I mean, I gotta support my Xbox exclusive, since we don't buy exclusive, since we don't get them, I have to support it. And Crackdown was looking kind of lit. The last trailer, shit's looking really lit, so I'm definitely so up for it. It's like, that would be hard. That would be harder than the month of September. February 22nd was looking more difficult than the month of September as far as games. So you had Tomb Raider, Spider-Man, what else was coming out in September at the time that was like really making it? I had NBA Live, you had NBA 2K, you had Forza if you wanted to spend $100. You had there was another game that, what was the other big game that came out in September? Oh man, I don't know. But September at some point, I know a lot of games got delayed out of the month of September. That I do know. Games did get delayed out of September, and they're now coming out in either coming out in November or February. But I guess the thing is, it lessened the pressure, because I was really going to struggle in February, because I was like, that's a lot of games. That's like $200 in games right there. So it is what it is at that point. It doesn't bother me, because hopefully Crackdown is still in February and I can enjoy that game. I'll probably choose Anthem over Metro. It depends. I'm not sure if Metro's a day one. Looks great, but I wasn't a diehard fan of the original series, and I haven't beaten any of the games that came out prior to this one. So that's why I was like, it would probably Crackdown and Anthem for me in the month of February. As far as Days Gone, I mean, PlayStation delays games all the time, a lot. It doesn't get put under a microscope as well as Microsoft games that get delayed. But when PlayStation gets delayed their game, it is what it is. You know, it's always going to be amazing. It's going to be Game of the Year contender, whatever. I mean, just if we just do a quick like recap, some of PlayStation's best games did come out in the month of April or in the spring months. You had Bloodborne, which came out in the spring. You had Uncharted 4, which came out in the spring. Ratchet & Clank, which came out in the spring. You had God of War obviously came out last April. That came out in the spring, and now you're gonna have Days Gone. So hopefully, you know, that's a nice trend for Sony releases. So I mean, I have no problem with the delay at all. It doesn't bother me. I mean, it'd be different if the game was delayed the month it was supposed to come out. You know, those delays where it's like you're at the end of the month and the next month the game's supposed to come out and they announce a delay and you're like, what? Like, that's the type of shit, the delays I don't like. And of course, yeah, Crackdown's delay is frustrating, but at the end of the day, I'd rather the game not cancel like some of you wish, and the game be super polished and playable and fun and like surprises us all when it finally releases. If it does that, I'm happy I have no beef. I have no problem with the delay. But at the end of the day, I just don't want the game to be canceled. I'd rather a game than no game at all. That's my stance on it, you know. But take a look at the chat right quick. I believe why isn't the chat showing up here? Where is it? Where is it? Do I need to put you? Yeah, put you right there. There you go. So, any questions before I move on from Days Gone, guys? Yeah, hit that like button, please. 60 people watching and I only can get only 18 like engagement. 18, really? That's piss poor. Spider-Man didn't come out the spring, bro. It came out in the summer. J Barry says, I got Xbox stench on me. Why am I looking at this page when I can just literally look at this chat here? I gotta find a way to move it. He said, Smooth, what coming out next year for PS4? Days Gone. Is Days Gone the only confirmed 2019 game? Is Last of Us confirmed for 2019? It would be Days Gone and Last of Us, which is weird because they're both like horror, thriller, zombie-like creatures. See, a lot of people saying PS4 lineup looking spooky. The PlayStation can drop only 2 games next year if they wanted to, and everything would be all fine. And the excuse is because they're headed towards the PlayStation 5. I mean, I got nothing to say about it. I felt like the PlayStation this generation has, for the second half of the generation, provided a buttload of quality games that were like more than satisfying. So this last year, I really don't care if the PlayStation 5 is truly 2019, 2020. I don't really care about whatever they release next year between 2019 and 2020, because at the end of the thing is how I look at moving into generations is like the console war of this generation just lasts really long. Like it withstood like the test of time of like when going into the Xbox One, Xbox 360, like PlayStation 3 and 360 shit wasn't on my mind at all when it was time for the Xbox One. It was just like Xbox One, PlayStation 4, mostly Xbox One to me, because I was like, I can't wait to see what they do next. I didn't care what was selling what in 2012, 2013. It really like, or what even released at that point, because the thing is, at that point, I was only playing select games. In 2012, 2013, I wasn't playing everything that released. I was just literally playing select games. Like, I literally turned into a diehard casual from 2012 to 2013. I didn't get ignited into gaming and console war until 2013, 2014, when the consoles were starting to come out full-fledged, and I re-engaged. But like 2012, 2013, I was like during the early half of 2013, 2012, and even 2011, it didn't really matter to me anymore. Like, I didn't really care. I was just living life. It was like, hey, gaming like wasn't a super priority at that point, thinking about what was going on in my life at that time. So, yo, you said I'm out of touch. You know, you're out of touch, sir. But I do like the song. This is my favorite sample. So, just to give you guys there's this big game that's trending that just released yesterday. Their Sinner Sacrifice for Redemption. A lot of people in the community are playing it. This is another Soul-style game with a twist. It's available for $19.99, or you can play it today if you have Xbox Game Pass. If you're paying for the Game Pass, perfect game to be in there. I'm surprised it was there day one. The game is difficult. I have a stream going on, and hopefully I can beat a boss in the game, but I know BG's been playing it, Gaming Addict's been playing it, Erica has been playing it, I think J-Main, and I think maybe even Kofi's been playing it. It's a pretty dope game with a twist, and it's definitely a game that will make you rage. And as you can see, I lost my patience with it. I will return to it in some time in the future, just not right now, because I'm still trying to work through this part-time job called Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and still trying to get my ranks up in NBA Live, and still and hopefully my move and everything will be final before Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out. Otherwise I won't be able to play that shit day one, which is kind of scary. But we'll see. But let me know your thoughts on Sinner Sacrifice Redemption. I don't know if you guys are playing it. What platform are you playing it on? Are you playing it on PC? Are you playing it on a Switch? Are you playing it on PlayStation? Are you playing it on Xbox? And if so, did you download this game via Game Pass, or did you buy it out of pocket? Let me know your thoughts. I'll be checking out the comment section. And while I'm at it, let me see if anybody checked in from Facebook. Shout out to Niz, Kyle, Sherelle, Niz, doing your thing. Send me some of your music. Desmond, always appreciate you checking in. Carlos, what's up? Make sure y'all hit the like button and the share button, and hit that star if you're feeling generous, if you're on Facebook. And of course, if you're on YouTube, you know the deal. You know what to do. 73 people watching. We still got shitty engagement. You guys aren't helping me, man. Why not do another? Why not do another challenge? I'll be happy to do another challenge. I mean, as you can see, I mean, I could use another challenge. But that game's fucking difficult. Like, even though the cool thing, it can be beaten in a day. I'm not sure if that's a challenge I can overcome. I'm not sure if that's a challenge I can overcome. The game has some gripes that makes me want to punch my screen, and I can't afford to do that because I'm fucking broke. I can't afford to break a monitor. Let's see what we got. What's up, Courtney? And how's that Black? I still didn't get Black Ops, man. I still didn't get Black Ops. I enjoyed the blackout mode, so do a 24-hour Sinner live stream. Yeah, pay me $240. I'll do a 24-hour live stream. I'm a fucking idiot. My math, literally, I really was trying to flip that into something. But I failed because the answer didn't come quicker. So forget that I even said that. Am I getting Battlefield? Hell no. I suck at Battlefield. I tried the beta and I was like, I'm staying away from this. I'd rather play Call of Duty blackout mode than Battlefield. Now I might get Battlefield based on just the campaign. I hear from Ryan McCaffrey said on Twitter. He tweeted out a link to his article about Battlefield, his impressions. The campaign seems promising, but it's something about Battlefield, man, I can't do, man. I don't know. Like, Battlefield is just that shooter I can't play. Just like The Witcher 3 open world RPG is the game, that open world RPG I can't play. Like, it's just like, I don't know. We just don't click. We don't vibe. I didn't say this, but NY Giants for Snatic says, if you want to play Days Gone early, just load up The Last of Us 1 and pretend Ellie is not there. Same shit, same console. Lord, I didn't say that. Don't at me. All right, so let's get back to so Rand dropped a video about 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago, about the Xbox hate and how Xbox is receiving so much hate. But it seems more like obnoxious than usual. It's like he mentioned dropping videos, reading the comment section. Phil Spencer could tweet something. Major Nelson could tweet something. Reset Eric could have something. And just the comment section, it just seems so personal. It's like there's so much emotional vested hate against Xbox. Even on my Planet Xbox podcast, it's just, I feel like it's just unnecessary hate for the brand and the platform. It's crazy because it's like, is it fanboyism? Is it like, man, it's just the health of the console war? Because if you think about it, there's always been some sort of platform war between brands. You know, you got Xbox and PlayStation, Nintendo, who have iPhone, and you have Apple and Android with it. From people like Android is best. I mean, honestly, real talk. People hate Xbox as if Microsoft and the Xbox brand committed a crime on humanity or a crime on consumers. Like, I could understand if the hate Xbox gets daily is the hate Apple gets. Apple purposely fucks with your device and forces you to upgrade every time they drop a new phone. In 2 years, this iPhone XS shit is going to be garbage because they're going to fuck it up. They're going to slow it down, and they admittedly do this. But we're so hooked on their products and device, we go out and buy it. We should literally have some like, yo, that is fucked up. They literally will update this phone till this shit bricks. Like, I would understand if Android had the same amount of hate PlayStation fans and non-PlayStation fans give Xbox. What do you guys truly hate Xbox for? Is it really, do you really hate a platform you don't buy, a platform you don't play for the lack of first party exclusive? Is that really a real reason to hate Xbox? Really? When you have a quote unquote better platform that you're already playing on. So if you have a better platform, a better option to play games on, why is the hate necessary for the platform you're not playing on? Like me personally, I have like, I don't have a preference. I used to rock with Google, and then I got sucked into the Apple thing. But if I was a Google customer, I don't think I would hate Apple and the iPhone for, even though there's legit reasons to do so. There's legit reasons to do so. Like legit reasons to have like beef with this shit, like right now. Because they've successfully managed to mark up phones hundreds of dollars, add little to no feature upgrade. They increase the size of the damn thing and tell you is that much better. And on top of that, if you're already a customer, right, we're gonna fuck you over. We're gonna break your last phone and make you buy this shit. You got nowhere to go. What you gonna do with your pictures, huh? You got, well, I mean, we got the iCloud, we got the music. What about your music service? You ain't gonna go nowhere else. So we can fuck you. We got you locked. Think about it, right? So they hate, like, it's sometimes it's sad, and I get frustrated when I see it's like, yo, Major Nelson literally could just tweet about a backwards compatibility update, and just people, oh, you guys ain't got no game, oh, you can die, and all this other shit. Just like, I was like, dude, like, yo, why is it that serious for you guys? And this is why I find myself arguing with people all the time, because it's like, it's like this unnecessary. It's unnecessary. It's not competition anymore, because if it was competition, well, PlayStation's beating Xbox ass commercially and critically. You know what I mean? Like with the games and with the sales. So it's not competition. So what are you guys doing? It's like an unnecessary amount of hate, and it's why, like, for example, playing Xbox, I'm trying to restructure how I want to do it. I'm probably going to keep Wednesdays. We're going to move it to like 9:00 p.m. Eastern, just to give you guys an update, because that's when most of you guys show up when the podcast either starts late or runs late. So I'm going to start it later and eliminate any competition we might have on the show. But at some point, it just be getting annoying where it's like, all right, we're going to do the podcast, and all right, we're gonna something Xbox related or non-Xbox related is going to come up. And it's going to result into a debate about how bad Xbox is, or what Xbox shouldn't or can't do, but we don't mind if PlayStation and Nintendo do. It becomes one of those things. And that shit honestly annoys the fuck out of me, because it's like, yo, like, damn, can we, like, it's Planet Xbox, you know, this is not fucking Press Start or Weapon Wheels. Planet Xbox for a reason. Like, if I want to do that, I'll just jump in. I'll ask Kofi for a press start contract, or just drop play Xbox and just jump on AGS and just stick to my role on Weapon Wheel. So, I mean, the Xbox hate is like, it's so apparent and it's so like widespread that it's like it seems abnormal to have something that's solely focused on it or in a even killed or positive manner about it. You know what I mean? So that's why it seems like when you find an Xbox fan, it looks like defense, but it's not defense. They're just not on the same shit that, like, I don't understand how people can watch content creators, right? And all their content creators all have the same point of view. You're like listening to the same opinion just from different people. Like me, that's why you hear me tweet about other people, because I'm watching different content creators and I'm like, oh, I like this dude's content and whatnot. Even if it's against or for Xbox, they don't have to literally be it's just something different from the next 80 of people doing the same thing. That's what it gets boring. It's like, why? Like, I don't understand why you guys be like, oh, you need to be criticizing the Xbox. You need to be doing this. I'm like, why do you need that for me if you have everybody you watch other than me is doing that already? Though, isn't it refreshing to have a different perspective? There's not a lot of me. I'm one of a kind. Like, I'm one of a kind. Like, appreciate that. Like, I don't understand. It's like, it's crazy to have and when there is, and it didn't for some reason, the new trend that people are doing, like they'll be quote unquote Xbox guys, and then they feel like they have to, like, you know, cross over and make these big splashes and these announcements. Oh, I bought a PlayStation. Oh, I'm switching a PlayStation. Oh, this is like, dude, it's just dude, this is not no presidential election. You bought I don't need to announce. It's funny. Like, the thing is, nobody needs to tweet, oh, I'm switching to Galaxy or switching to Android. Or I'm switching to a fucking Geico from State Farms. Like, nobody needs to do that. Only on Xbox, PlayStation, we gotta have a press release. Yeah, I'm buying the PlayStation. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm buying the PlayStation. I don't care if you buy a PlayStation or post a receipt, but why it gotta be this big press release? Why we have to have these videos and explaining why? Like, you owe us some sort of explanation. Like, it's not that serious. It's not. And like, people will tell you if you type in Kid Smooth or people tweet about Kid Smooth, sometimes I do some stalky dumb shit. Like, I'll search Kid Smooth in Twitter just to see what people are saying about me who's not adding me. I'll see what they're saying about me. And, like, I'm considered like one of the worst fanboys, like, of all time, and I don't know how. I don't know how. It is crazy. I don't know how I am, but that's how I'm viewed. That's how I'm viewed. Like, I'm consistent. I keep it real, but I think you guys need to calm down on this unnecessary Xbox hate, because yes, Xbox wasn't the best I mean, I feel like they had the best console this generation, but as far as like the game experience, the games and everything, the general public, it was PlayStation. That's not hard to see, but I don't understand how that's a reason to, like, have all this vested hate, like the hate mail and the hate tweets and the hate comments you guys be sending Phil Spencer, Major Nelson, and Aaron Greenberg. It's like you guys have a personal beef with them, and half of you aren't even playing on a platform. You know what I mean? Like, that's the weird thing. It's like, then what's the problem? Like, if Nintendo was struggling right now, right? Like, if Nintendo was struggling, you think I would really give two shits? Like, you think I'm mad at Miyamoto or Reggie Fils-Aimé? Like, the thing is, see, I'm the worst fanboy, but, like, I don't really go out attacking Andrew House and Sean Layden and all them or say anything, because it's like, it is what it is. Whether they're successful or failing or not, it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's why I don't understand. It's like, regardless of how good or how bad Microsoft or Sony do, it doesn't determine where I'm going to play, like, my games. PlayStation got some heat, I'm going to play their games. That's when I boot up my PlayStation. Like, Xbox has some heat, I'm definitely going to be there. But, like, I feel like a lot of you guys go into these console wars, these debates, even your purchasing decision, there's always some, like, malice with it. Like, there's always some, like, agenda with it. And it's like, dude, it doesn't have to be like that. Just, like, it's not that serious. Like, I don't understand. And it gets embarrassing after a while. And it's like, sometimes I'm like, I'm with the shits. I'm like, all right, I'm with the shits today. I'm with the shits. I'm ready to give people, hand out smoke. And then sometimes I'm just not with it because I feel like it's too much. It's just, like, really too much, dude. You say you can't type. Are you saying anything like racial or like a lot? Because I was watching somebody's YouTube in his live stream. He didn't have any moderators, but it looked like YouTube sent some, like, censor bots there to, like, start fixing his chat up. So I don't know if the YouTube had an update. I don't know. Remember, you guys said it was down for like an hour. They were sending them censor bots, and, you know. Yeah, he says too many PS fanboys on Xbox channels. Yes, and I said this before. PlayStation only content creators are boring. There's no, I don't know of like a legit, other than Robin Gaming and whatnot. And I think I like Fox's stuff, but PlayStation, like I don't know of a PlayStation content creator that just really just focusing on like PlayStation, the good, the bad, the ugly, and just like, all right, I'm a PlayStation content creator. I don't, or if so, link me to them like that. I can just watch and just get PlayStation content from too. If I go to quote unquote PlayStation guys on YouTube, it's nothing but Xbox news, Xbox related stuff. If there was no Xbox, there would be nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? There would literally be nothing to talk about. Nobody talks about how good, literally do a show or a video on how good, unless you're doing a review. No one does a show, a podcast, or a video dedicated to, let's say, some of the biggest releases PlayStation had this year. That's literally just dedicated to that without spewing Xbox in there or an Xbox fanboys. They can't. It's impossible. Because they're focused. They don't know how to talk about video games. They only know how to debate. They only know how to talk about Xbox fanboys. Nobody that I watch can really do that. Now I tried to do that. I mean I can. I know I can, but I literally have to do a show by myself. Like literally by myself. If right now I could do a whole show about Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I could do a whole show about Gears of War, I could do a whole show about Halo or whatever, or the next Xbox release, and not have to mention PlayStation at all. There's videos I could do that and not mention it at all. But literally, there's no pro PlayStation guy that isn't an anti-Xbox dude, like doing content based on what his followers are. Like, you know what I mean? It's like PlayStation fanboys, they don't go and watch PlayStation content. They go to Xbox content, and it's either they hate the debate. You know what I mean? So he said, "What?" He said, "Who said that?" Self. He said, "Self." He said, "My playing Xbox is PlayStation discussion, right?" Fair enough, right? It's actually not, because I don't spend. Here's the thing: Planet Xbox isn't a podcast dedicated towards bashing PlayStation. If, let's say, when God of War had a big release and Spider-Man has a big release and people are asking me questions about it, or there's rumors where something that can affect Xbox, like for example, the name change was big because that was something Xbox fanboys threw at PlayStation. Crossplay was big because it involved all platforms. Xbox was like leading the charge for it, right? And obviously God of War and Spider-Man, you want to pay respect, you want to show respect for those releases. I mean, it don't have to be dedicated, but you also got to think about it. On my podcast is Planet Xbox, yet I got members of the podcast that don't even play on Xbox like that primarily games on PlayStation, and it just happens. So I mean, that is not my fault. I mean, sure, I'll try to monitor that better, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say is about, yeah, we'll discuss PlayStation out of respect. I don't like to discuss PlayStation. Only, like, for example, Spider-Man is like, all right, out of respect. God of War, out of respect. Crossplay, obviously. Anything or multi-platform shit, yeah. But I don't want to discuss PlayStation. I don't want to have a podcast dedicated towards dissing PlayStation. That's just not me. You guys know I'll drop a parody video about PlayStation or something, or discussing a discussion. Most of my stuff about PlayStation in a negative light isn't about PlayStation, the platform, or its games. It's about its fanboys. If you guys know, like, you literally have to go back some time for me literally dissing PlayStation, and it's probably a Connect parody video. Like a legit joking video. I don't have videos dedicated towards PlayStation because honestly, I'm not that interested in PlayStation itself to have all the, because there's a lot of content available for PlayStation that you can focus on, that content creators can talk about and have information that maybe a lot of people's not checking. Because remember, PlayStation covers all sorts of shit. You got all the Japanese games, the Yakuzas and stuff, that you can have information teaching people who aren't interested in those or haven't played those games about that stuff, but they don't. So me, when I talk about PlayStation, it's never really, I'm talking about a game like I covered Days Gone, I covered God of War, I covered Spider-Man, talk about the the downgrade and all that other bullshit. That's normal. But anytime you see me talking about on a podcast or a Best Bot Theory talking shit about PlayStation, it's never about PlayStation. It's about PlayStation fanboys and calling out criticism and or hypocrisy or hypocrisy and like the inconsistencies between fanboys. I do the same thing that a lot of the people you watch do, but the only exception is I'm not doing it for the brand you prefer. So I'm looked at as a bad guy. They're doing it against Xbox, and if you don't like Xbox or you don't like Xbox fans or the Xbox brand, you're going to cling towards that person's opinion and be along that side, and you're going to follow, you're going to retweet, you're going to like, and you're going to promote the idea and information. He's feeling like, oh, that's truth, you're honest, much respect. But if I do the same exact thing that that person is doing, but I'm doing it calling out how PlayStation fanboys are inconsistent and all this other stuff, now I'm damage controlling. I'm the bad guy. That's real. You know what I mean? I'm not a real gamer because the stuff I do that other people do isn't for, I don't do it against Xbox. I don't go out attacking Xbox or the Xbox brand, so I'm not considered real. I'm not considered honest because I don't have a lot negative to say. I'll say my negative shit and move on. But the thing is, apparently you're not honest or real or a real gamer unless you are criticizing Xbox. And a lot of people has bought into that idea, and that's why a lot of people just run with it and they beat it like a dead horse, and they can't do anything else. If they do anything else but that, their views drop, the retweets drop, everything drops unless they go back to attacking Xbox, because you're feeding that hate. There's a lot of lonely people in this world, and there's always something to cling to. It's just like sports. Like, man, it breaks my heart if the Red Sox lose. It breaks my heart if the Patriots lose, or if LeBron James lose. It breaks my heart. You want to win somewhere. You want to win somewhere. So a lot of people, I don't understand why PlayStation fanboys aren't really happy. They've been crushing it for like 4 or 5 years now. It's like, what is there to be mad at? Like, what is it there to be upset? There's what, you know? All right. Am I rambling right now? Mr. Glass says the best place to play Red Dead Redemption 2 is on Xbox One X. That is true. That is absolutely true. Oh, I must have went over 40 minutes, dude. I just realized my music stopped and I had that set for 40 minutes. Says somebody, all right, I see some criticism coming. Oh shit. He said, this is the problem with this channel. You can't choose to be objective and instead talk mostly about Xbox instead of both. Out of respect, bullshit is an excuse. I don't get that. You said, this is the problem with the channel. You can't choose to be objective and instead talk mostly about Xbox. This is an Xbox based channel. If you look at my banner up above, if you if you click on my name, if you look, it's green. Like most of my stuff is Xbox. Now the thing is, the things that aren't Xbox is when I'm talking specifically about games or reviews. Like I don't limit myself. I'm only going to review Xbox games. No, I play games. I'm only going to stream Xbox games. No, I'm never going to do that. But I tell you, it's in the title. It's in my image that, hey, I'm an Xbox dude. I'm an Xbox fan. I'm like, this is what you're gonna get. If you don't want to hear anything positive about Xbox, don't click here. I'm the best bot. This is the best bot theory. Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I'm not trying to be objective. I don't force myself to be objective to anybody. I don't have to be objective to anything. You know, I can stick with my one opinion. It's like, a lot of people think the minute you speak, a lot of people are like, oh, you're trying to be objective. You're trying to be, you're biased. You're trying not to be biased. You pretend that you're not biased. Whoever said that? I'm not working to be non-biased. I'm not working to be objective. I'm not working to share your opinion. I tell you my thoughts, my opinion. It is what it is. I don't give a damn if you view it as objective or not. Like if you want me to be mad at Microsoft, I mean, no, I may not be mad at Microsoft for the reason you're mad at Microsoft or Xbox or whatever you want to, like, however you want to, like, deem it. No, it's just not going to happen. Like, the difference between me and a lot of the people out here is, like, my channel isn't based on what you think, right? It's based on what I think. And if I find something like odd or inconsistent or like hypocrisy of what you think, yeah, I'm going to talk about it. But at the end of the day, a lot of things, like, no, I mean, I'm not working to be objective, not working to be fair. I'm not like, no, that shit is boring. No, everybody's doing that. I'm working to do what I do now. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it, you know? Shout out to Seth. I can't say your name. Say F a fool. I'm sorry, dude. With the 199, he says no video. Nice. I'm assuming he says nice video, mate. LOL. I'm an Xbox guy. LOL. Props. You know what I mean? Yo, announcing you're an Xbox guy is literally like wearing a MAGA hat, dog. Like, that's how I see it. Like, people like, it's like they look at you like they give you this crazy ass face and shit. Give you the crazy face. See what's going on Facebook, dog. Shout out to Joshua. What's up, Josh? You're out of touch. You're out. Yo, I do want to address this Kofi. So Kofi has his track that he teased. I haven't decided if I'm going to respond or not. Omega hit me up with something. So something we should be. You're going to be hearing some new music from me fairly soon. And in the way Twitter's been going, yo, I am not like, I don't care about anybody's feelings, dog. I really don't care about anybody's feelings. So if I even if I hear that you rap and you're in these YouTube gaming streets, like, you know what I mean, I'm dropping bodies. I'm dropping bodies. That's it. That's it. I had nothing else to say about it, but I'm sick and tired of these little tweet disses. These songs that people are putting out, these pictures people are putting up. It's like this. Let me address that photo. The photo of me in the Superman outfit. Was it the Justice League? Well, I was wearing the Green Lantern, and my cousin, that's my cousin, not my boyfriend, not my friend, it's my cousin. He was wearing, I think, the Flash. We did a mud run in 2000. I don't know if it was 2012 or 2013, because I was doing other shit. I wasn't playing, like, you know, I wasn't arguing with fanboys during this time. I had time to do a freaking 5-mile mud run or some shit like that. We did a mud run, and the theme was we all had to dress up as like characters. So I was like, cool. You know what I mean? Like, we get to look bright and goofy. So we went to freaking Walmart and bought like freaking like whitey tighties and our superhero shirts, and that's what we did. We all dressed up. I have actually, there's other photos there of all of us dressed up. So I think my uncle was Captain America. It is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? But people took that and went to and started cropping it and saying like some ridiculous shit. And so I remember who you are. You know, I tell you guys, I don't like people on YouTube, these Twitter, these fake ass gamers, these gangster turned geeks, these weird people. They have no place in like society. They're like that. They're like that. They're like a ghost, you know. They die, but their soul can't go to like heaven or hell, so they're just stuck on earth, just trying to like fit in. That's what I see some of these people who found gaming as a savior or some shit like that. Like, some of these people just found gaming. It's like they try to incorporate their bullshit with the art, with the hobby, and I don't like it. I don't like them. I can't stand them. Like, and they do the fuck shit. Some people call it the crumb side, but honestly, some of these people, if I ever like seen them, I don't know what would stop me from cocking back and punching pork chop out of their fucking asshole. I don't know, but that's just my thoughts on that. I get so frustrated on some of this shit, though. All right. Any questions though before I exit though? I'm gonna probably turn this off at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Got 102 people watching and only 43 likes. What the fuck is up with that? That's not good. That's not great. I need you to up the ante. Hit me with some likes once again so I can be proud of the engagement, cause it sucks right now. and I'm trying to rap on beat, but I don't know if I'm on beat or not because this beat might be a couple seconds behind. I don't know. How was that? It sounds like Xbox dudes I'm talking about. Like, no. He says the toughest. He says the Cat Daddy Fat Stack says the toughest talkers are usually the weakest. With the next game I'm getting, hopefully, is Red Dead. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to play it day one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play day one. Red Dead. I want Call of Duty, but. Ah, man. He said G Herbo never on. He said like G Herbo never on beat. See, I'm on beat in my ear, right? But I don't know how it's. There's a delay, right, from like the microphone to like on my in my hair from the like I'm on beat, but I don't know how the hell it sounds on you guys' end because who knows? You skipping Red Dead? Not a fan of Western shooters. I mean, here's the thing. Here's my fear of Red Dead, right? It's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful, but I feel like it's going to be long, drawn out, and boring, and I'm going to like lose interest, and I'm ultimately going to drop it. I'm struggling. Like, here's the thing. I love Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm having fun with it, but man, that shit is a fucking job. It's like there's just a lot going on, and it's taking too much time. Right now, I'm only 26 hours in. I'm a level 25. And honestly, I don't know if I did a significant amount of the story yet. And now I'm at the point, man, I was like, man, I just want to finish this damn game. Like, I'm at that point. And I feel like Red Dead's going to be that ×2, dog. Like, yeah, and the thing is, I don't want to be forced. Like, horses are too slow. I don't like riding horses. Literally, I barely ride my horse in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, dog. I barely. These big worlds, it's like, man, they're great, but damn, dude, I don't want these games to be a job. Like, I don't mind. Here's the thing. I don't mind an 8 to 10 hour to 15-hour game. I don't mind beating a game in 8 hours or getting through a game in a weekend, man. I don't want to spend months playing a single player experience. No. Gaming Buzz sent me $2. He said my Kid Smooth diss song charted. Charted where? Charted where? In the garbage? That shit charted in the recycling bin? Like what? Charted where? My Red Dead 2 content is gonna be garbage. Because the thing is, when I play games that I'm invested in, for example, I should have a ton of Assassin's Creed Odyssey content. I have a ton of gameplay recorded, and but I didn't put any of it out. You know what I mean? I'll tweet some stuff here and there, but when I'm playing, I'm playing. I'm just playing, and I'm just like lost. And sometimes I'll do a boss fight and forget to record it. I'm like, shit, damn, that would have been good for YouTube. But how far are you in? I don't know how far am I in it, because I'm a level 25. I'm 26 hours in, and I literally just made it to Athens yesterday. Not Athens, Attica. Attica, and I think Athens is in Attica, some shit like that. But I just made it to Attica yesterday. I've been spending like literally hours and hours on one area, and I'm like, dude, I'm wasting my time trying to clip. But who knows? You said you're skipping Odyssey? I mean, you skipped Odyssey already. The game's been out, you know, nearly a month now. It's a good game. I mean, if you didn't play Origins, I would say play that. Start with that. But Origins and Odyssey were pretty great. But right now, like I spent more time on Odyssey so far than I did on Tomb Raider and Spider-Man. Speaking of Spider-Man, is that DLC out yet? He says, Lamarcus Dawes said, PS5 Navi GPU, what are you Xbox dudes going to do when PS5 is more powerful? Smooth. One, we don't have the next Xbox specs, and we don't even know. We kind of have more of an idea of the next PlayStation release than we do of the Xbox releases. But I'm not worried about the power narrative at this point. I mean, what we want to properly jump into 4K and hopefully 60 frames per second. That's the move. So I mean, if there's, I'm not going to like the biggest thing that can happen, honestly, if there's a frame rate disparity. Like, I mean, if a game's running at 30 FPS on one platform and 60 FPS on another, that would be like, oh damn. I think both of them are going to be very close in what they do. I think both Microsoft and Sony's goal with their platform is to balance the GPU and CPU. Like, they got to find a way to, like, GPU has always been seeming to focus over the past couple of generations. They need to up the CPU, and they need to make 60 FPS a standard. That would be a true generational leap, because graphics, there's not really much more you can do. Well, okay, 4K. I mean, there's not really much more you could do or should try to really aim for graphically wise. They need to beef up, amp up the CPU, and see what they get from that to create like a more dynamic experience, a more fluid, a more solid, a more smoother experience. Because right now, I mean, 4K looks great, 1800p looks great, 1728p looks great. I mean, they're all higher than 1080p right now, in 720p. I mean, remember when we started this generation 5 years ago, I mean, we were looking at 720p, 900p, and 1080p, and 1080p was all hell the glory. This is the, oh my god, 1080p is like crown achievement, and the Switch is like, is barely pushing 720p in some games, and it's, I mean, it doesn't even matter. So hey, so most PCs can do 4K 60, just depends on graphical settings and what game. Well, most PCs can do 4K 60 if most PCs had the parts capable of doing it. I think that's the biggest misconception about PC. A lot of people would just say PC, 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 and assuming everybody has like the most capable, the best rig possible. Like, I don't understand that. Like, all right, so it's 12:32. This has been episode 9 of the Best Spot Theory. I'm going to play me either some NBA Live or some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. If you have any questions, any requests, let me know in the comment section below later on. Hit me up on Twitter. Like I said, a couple changes coming to the channel. I'm gonna try to clean it up, be more consistent. I changed up the Patreon, got rid of a few tears, and hopefully I can fix it for like good and commit to that. Man, if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe. I'm almost at 7,800 subs. I mean, I've been trying to break 10,000 subs for fucking 3 years now. But yeah, I'm out of here though. Thank you guys for tuning in. Also, like my Facebook page, facebook.com/IamKidSmooth. I've been streaming heavily there as well, because I want to gain some ground there. Pretty small there. So like the Kid Smooth page on Facebook if you still use it. If you don't use it, I understand why. It's fair. And hopefully, you know, check me out. Any questions before I quit? Any questions? Any questions? Yep. Also want to give a shout out to Foxy Games UK, if I'm saying his name right. Foxy Games Zalker87. Check them out on YouTube. Ryan the Professional. Even though I don't get along with this guy much, but I think his content's cool. Check them out and tell me what you think. I think these guys are like pretty much that's who I've been checking out over the past couple of days. But check out the Sinner game as well. It's on Game Pass, and it's 20 bucks if you want to give yourself the stress. All right. Say Afi, thank you for liking my channel, dude. Hopefully you're subscribed. And follow Jack Move Johnny on Twitch since he's unbanned, you know. All right. Thank you guys for watching. This has been episode 9 of the Best Spot Theory. And I'll see you guys on another day or another time. And hopefully if some breaking news happen, I'll see you. Also be talking to you guys XO18 next month, expecting some big things. Microsoft, Obsidian, playful. Who they gonna buy next? What new games gonna be revealed? Looking for that next month. And I apologize once again to Planet Xbox viewers that we didn't do the show this week. It was my bad. Got a lot of shit going on that I need to handle, and I just really didn't have the energy to do it. And I apologize to my podcast members who got the news the same time everybody else did it because they didn't read where I was headed in the chat. But thank you guys. Peace.